Hello and welcome to this section. In this course, we mainly learn the preparation before development. Our preparation before development mainly includes the following 3 points. First, download a Google browser, and second, complete the account registration and login. The third point we will explain the use of Workbench. First, the first point is the download of Google browser. We can enter Google browser in Baidu. We can see that there is an official label of Google web browser below. We click in. Here we can click download Google browser to complete a download. Why do we need a Google browser for development? As we all know, our HeCode is an online compilation environment based on browser, so as long as you have a computer and install our Google browser, you can carry out a development. Google browser is the best performance of all online browsers, so in order to ensure our best development experience, we all download a Google browser. Next, let's talk about the second point, account registration and login. The same came to our official website hecoda.com. In such an editor, we can find that if you have not registered or logged into one of our editors, there is a login and registration button in the upper right corner. We can click it to see that it will come to our login interface. In our login secret, it has two types of accounts. One is if you click the yellow button on the right to log into an enterprise account, then the problem comes. How do we make a choice between personal account and corporate account? In fact, in our X system, the personal account has been able to be competent for most of the development environment. On the basis of the personal account, the enterprise account has increased the unified management of the account, the collaborative development between the sub-accounts, the opening of application data, the dual environment test of application preview build, including the historical management of the application build environment, the one key switch of the application online version, the article searches the database, the special feature database, and so on, a series of feature. Therefore, for beginners or small enterprises, we suggest to directly use personal accounts for development. In personal accounts, we will allocate some traffic and computing resources to facilitate everyone's learning and debugging. For small teams or studios, we also recommend to use personal accounts for a development at the beginning. If the developers have expansion needs, we will use enterprise accounts. For those large and medium-sized enterprises that need to quickly set up platform application and quickly set up IT data business platform, OA, BPM, CRM, HR, and ERP, we suggest to use them directly enterprise account for a development. For the difference between individual account and enterprise account, you can click the price here for a detailed view here. If we want to register a personal account, we come to this interface, click a registration button here in the upper left corner, enter your username, mobile phone number, password and SMS verification code in the registration column, and check the user agreement to complete a registration of our account. When we log into our personal account, we just need to go back to such a login interface, enter the username and password we just registered, and then click Login to complete the login of our personal account. For the enterprise account, we need to switch to the enterprise account login and click a registration here. Here, we also need to enter the username, password, mobile phone number, and verification code of the enterprise account for registration, and complete the registration of the enterprise account. After this step, we need to go to the selection interface of the enterprise package. We select the appropriate package and open it through. We can complete the use of our enterprise account. It is worth noting here that if you are the main account of the enterprise to log in, you need to switch to the main account in the enterprise account login and directly input your main account name and password here. Click Login to complete a login, and the sub-account is allocated by our main account. As for how to allocate, we will use it in Workbench later. A detailed introduction will be made in. So if you are a sub-account of an enterprise, you need to first enter the username of your enterprise's main account here, then enter a username and password of the sub-account you are assigned to, and then click Login to complete our complete login process. Here I demonstrate a login process of our enterprise account. Click Login to come to an interface before we log in. Next, we will explain a use instruction of Workbench. After we log in the account, we can find that the login button on the right is replaced. For Workbench, we can click the Workbench button to enter our Workbench interface. If you are the primary account of the enterprise, you need to click Account Management in the left menu bar, click a Member Management in the previous volume, then click the yellow button here to create a new button, and enter the account name and name of the sub-account in the new pop-up window. The initial password is 12345678 by default. Click OK to complete the addition of the new account. When logging in the sub-account, you only need to enter your main account and the account name you assigned here, and then enter its initial password to complete a login of the sub-account. We select a label like My Application on the left side of Workbench, and Workbench will switch to My Application interface. Here is a scene for us to manage application. There are 3 buttons on My Application, namely, New Application, Label Management, and Recycle Bin. After clicking the New button, we will automatically jump to the creation interface of the editor, and let us choose a scene to do it a literary creation. As for how to select an appropriate scenario, we will explain it in detail in the next section. Click Label Management to enter a pop-up window of Label Management, where we can create, modify, or delete our labels. When a certain number of cases are produced, reasonable label setting will greatly improve our development efficiency. It should be noted here that the completely deleted cases cannot be retrieved by themselves, so please carefully click the Completely Deleted button. At the top right of My Work, we can search according to the name of the application, or the name of the main application, or in a tick bar on the left, we can choose whether to build, whether to release, whether to cooperate with the main application or standalone app to carry out a search. On the right side, we can arrange the cards in ascending or descending order according to the creation time, or the saving time. By default, each application card selects our preview tag. When the application is built, there will be a build tag. Under the reading tag, we can choose to open the connection, copy the preview, connect to display the preview QR code, download the preview QR code, and edit the application, delete application, and so on. If you are an enterprise user, you can also click Volume 1 to invite others to enter your application for writing. For the build application, it has 2 states, one is built but pre-release, the other is that the above price has been released. For the works that have been released but pre-release, we can choose a corresponding version to operate on release. For the application already in release, we can choose to open its official connection, copy its official connection, display its official connection, download the official QR code, or update the release application, or carry out a takedown operation. Here we'll have students have questions, so what is the difference between preview version and production version? The development environment test environment in HiCode is isolated from our production environment. The preview version uses the development and test environment. In the preview version, we mainly carry out the development and debugging of application, and the database used is also our preview database. In our preview version, all communication information will not be encrypted, which can facilitate our overall debugging. But the same preview address has access times limit. When the preview or unbuilt online connection access reaches a certain limit, the application access will be denied, and the preview execution file contains all the components in our IBS, and the unused widget after build will be eliminated, so the access speed of the application after build will also be greatly improved. In short, if we are engaged in application development, we will use the preview version, and when we are officially put into use, we will use our production version. On the left side of our toolbar, there is our Application Statistics label. If we click the Application Statistics label, Workbench will switch to the Application Statistics interface, which is the scene where we view application data. There are 3 tabs in the upper left corner, which are our Dashboard, Application Management, and Consumption Statistics. Under the dashboard, we can check the total number of enterprise application in release, a number of application in release, and a type distribution of application, including the number of audit in release, traffic consumption and back-end computing power, etc. In addition, we can also view one name of the 10 most used works under the current enterprise account. In our application management, we can see all the application under our account number, including the application that has been blocked and has been released that has been released. We can screen, unseal or preview the application that has been released. The application that has been blocked cannot be accessed normally until we unseal it. Under the tab of Consumption Statistics, you can view the consumption data, amount consumption, and package consumption of the account by date. We click the Application Service tag on the left side of Workbench, and Workbench will switch to the Application Service interface. Under the tag of Application Export Deploy Package, we can view the subscribed exported application. In the Export Application HTML package, we can view the HTML package we have exported. We can choose to export it again or view its export history. The Enterprise Wallet label in the left menu bar of top Workbench. Workbench will switch to an interface of Enterprise Wallet. This is a scene for us to view the deduction and income. In the Enterprise Wallet, we can view the amount of each application deduction, and in the Enterprise Income, we can view a series of income of our template. In the Invoice Management, we can select a series of information for invoicing. On the left side of Workbench, we click the Package Management tab, and Workbench will switch to the Package Management interface. This is to view the package usage the scene. There are two labels in the first volume of the interface, which are Package Management and Usage Record. Under the label of Package Management, we can view and renew the Enterprise Package and Consulting Service, and we can view the usage and operation record of the package. Under the label of Usage Record, we can query our Audit Package, Complexity Point Package, Calculation Package, and Flow by Application in different periods, a series of usage of the volume package. We click the Message Center tab on the left side of Workbench, and we will switch to a panel such as the Message Center. In the Message Center interface, we can view a series of R&D progress of the tool, including a series of replies from you in the forum, and a series of invitations for cooperation among multiple people, etc. We click the Account Management tab in the Workbench, and Workstation will switch to a series of interface of account management, where you can update your own series of personal information, as well as a series of WeChat you want to bind, and you can also go here to add our new members and set your enterprise logo. Finally, click the Exit Login tab. We will exit your login status and jump to a login interface of the account. The above is all about preparation before development. Thank you for watching.